So I had got some more plants, and I was in a rescape the tank. So when I got to moving the plants from over here, the big white male kept biting my hand, which they never do. So I'm looking around like I don't see nothing. I don't see no babies or anything. So I keep working. I took I had a big rock that I took out. This one. And come to find out they had two sets of babies under there. Um, they have some wigglers that can't swim, and they got some that's swimming. You could tell they like a week or two older than the other ones. So what I'm planning to do now is take the breeding pair of Jack Dempsey's out that I have in the bedroom. That's the 29-gallon. I'm gonna put them back in here. I'm gonna suck these babies out and put them in that tank. It's also another breeding pair back here. See that white one and that female right there? They've been really guarding over here, so I gotta be careful. I don't know if they got babies on rocks or they free swimming. I'm really not gonna be able to see them because how foggy the tank is. Cause I use my Python hose to stir up the rocks and I clean the bottom all the way to right here. I stopped right here. I did that much and I stopped right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it and take these babies out. Because I wanna finish what I plan on doing with this tank. It's rescaping it. So I'm just gonna suck the babies out, put them in our tank, and put the breeding pair of Jack Dempsey's back in here because they had a shot. They've been in there for like 3 weeks. These guys been in here in the other tank longer. They had babies. They didn't end up eating the babies. So I put them back in here and put the Jack Dempsey's in there. Now the Jack Dempsey's, they're acting all scary and stuff. So I took all the plants out and I don't see them doing anything unless they have other fish to fend off. That's what it seems like is happening. As soon as I put these guys back in here, they have babies. I don't know if I'll be able to show you guys, but it's wigglers all the way back over here. Like from right here, going back that way. And some of that dirt, they're kicking up. It's babies mixed in with the dirt. So I'm gonna do like a footprint radius of suction. Try to get most of the babies up. And they're all underneath that that big rock I took out. It's actually a boulder. And they all up in between these rocks. I can put my finger right here. Oh shit. Right here. It's a cluster of babies all right here. Going back there. You see, pay attention. You see how they're wiggling. You see 2 dots in the tails. That's all babies. It's a lot. Now there is another batch of babies that are swimming, and they're back. Hold on, where my finger at? They're back here in these rocks. The ones that's swimming already are in these rocks right here, and the new batch of babies are right here in this area. Look at that big cluster back there. Right under the fan of the dad. So I'm gonna get these guys over here first, and then try to catch these that's back here. The inside of the glass is dirty, and that's another reason I wanted to clean this tank, because I don't have any plecos, no algae eaters in here. I am planning on buying some bristlenose or some snails, or probably both, so they can keep the glass clean, so I won't have to do it once a week. But that's what's going on. So if you have a bunch of cichlids in a natural tank, chances are when you see them doing like this, chasing fishes off and going back to wherever spot they came out of, they have some babies in there. These guys tricked me, because before I moved the plants from over here, I looked, I ain't see nothing. I ain't see nothing because there was underneath the boulder that was placed right here. So now, if I knew they had babies, I would left everything where they was and waited a month to rescape the tank. But I already started. I don't want to leave the tank like this. I'm just gonna get most of the babies I can at that spot first, work my way over here and get those babies, put them in the room, take the breeding pair of Jack Dempsey's, put them in here. You gotta love the hobby. bunch of surprises. And it's really looking like this because I don't have sand in a tank. I had this cheap gravel, and I got a 150-pound bag. I pay like $8 from Home Depot. This is regular, like, river gravel. Got that bag cleaned out real good. Put them in here. I had pool filter sand here. That was too light. The fishes will swim past and have everything stirred up, and then it'll get inside the filter. I don't need my filter breaking down, so I took all that sand out and I put this in there. What I really want to do is put real aquarium plants in here, live aquarium plants, but that shit too expensive to try to fill up this tank. Each website that sells tanks, that sells plants, I tell them I have a 220-gallon tank. That said, we give you a variety of plants, bunches of these, bunches of that, and each time the price comes up to $300 or more. I'm not willing to pay $300 or more for aquarium plants, so I'm gonna keep using these plastic artificial plants. And plus, the stem plants are easily breakable. These big guys can easily bite one and rip it off, rip it apart. Those stem plants is only good for tetras, like nano fishes that don't even get no bigger than 4 inches. Each fish in here is gonna be 6 inches or more. The Trimac that came out the pot, it gets 14 inches. Oscars, 16 inches. The Cuban cichlid, between 14 16 inches. All these Jack Dempseys right here, between 8 to 10 inches. They will destroy any live plant I put in here besides the thicker, bulkier ones, Anubias. So that's the stuff you gotta worry about when you got big monster aggressive fishes. Now, that's a community tank, but when it comes to certain stuff like that, delicate plants, these guys will destroy these plants. But anyway, that's what's going on right now. I'm currently working on this tank. I'm gonna get the siphon hose started again and clean from right here to right there and stop. Get a big net, this big net, put it over this bucket, get my little hose and suck the babies out inside the net, and then put the water back in there, put the babies in the tank in the room, and then start back here. Alright, so I'll give you guys another update once all everything's done and the babies are in the other tank. But for now, what I need y'all guys to do is to hit that like button, share with your friends and family, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe. I have information, I am a hobbyist. I save money in what I do. When it comes to fishes, it comes to lizards. I got tips and tricks, and I talk shit. I am not no flashy YouTuber that's gonna make a video with all this stuff popping up on the screen, all that glam and stuff. I ain't got time for that. I'm straight to the point. I'm showing you raw footage. I did not pre-clean the tank before I started recording. You see the state my tank is in. I am not sponsored by any pet food or lighting system or tank places. What you see, I pay for it. So just to let you know, if you're looking for a glam, a funny video, that's not it. I'm a real person, and I do curse because I like to talk that stuff. Yep. So let me go ahead, get this started, and catch me on the next video I drop. Make sure you guys subscribe. You never know what I post next.